Good morning, boys and girls. We're back for another lesson today, and today we're going to work on another word problem and showing ways that we can check our answer to make sure that we got it correct. All right, so we're going to use our PEAL method that we've been using: picture, equation, answer, and label. Okay, so my word problem for today says Mrs. Hess had 7 cookies on a plate. Probably too much for Mrs. Hess to eat all at once. Mr. Hess came along and stole 4 of her cookies. How many does she have left? All right, so let's circle some of that important information that's in our word problem. So it says Mrs. Hess had 7 cookies on her plate. Mr. Hess came along and stole 4 of her cookies. How many does she have left? Well, that word left is our clue that tells us this is going to be a subtraction problem. Okay, so let's start first with P, our picture. So let's start Mrs. Hess with 7 cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's my 7 cookies. Mr. Hess came along and stole 4 of her cookies. So we're going to take 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this will show us how many we have left. So go ahead and you count to see how many I have left. All right, so there's my picture. I want to do my equation. So when I'm subtracting, I always have to make sure that I put the bigger number first. So my 7 is going to go first. And then I'm going to use my subtraction sign. 7 take away the 4 that Mr. Hess stole from me equals blank. So there's my equation. All right, so my answer. So let's go through and see what my answer is. Let's check it. All right, so we had our 7. We took 4 away. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's my answer. But let's check my answer just to make sure that I got it right. So one way that I can check my answer is that I can use my fingers or I can use objects. So if I start with 7 and I take away 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well that worked. All right, let's try it using our tens frame. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so I have my 7. So if I take 4 away from my 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check and see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3. And look, it matches our answer. All right, very good. So then I want to try one more way to show you that I could check my answer. So I'm going to start right here at 7, right there at 7. And I'm going to count backwards 4 hops, and let's see where I end up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And look, I ended up again at my 3. So those are a couple of different ways that you can check to make sure that you got the right answer. All right, so the last thing I have left is to label. So what did Mrs. Hess have 3 of? What was left on my plate? Go ahead and tell me. I'll write it and let's check it. Did you say cookies? Good job. All right, so I started with 7. Mr. Hess stole 4, which only left me with 3 cookies left to eat. Probably better I won't get a tummy ache this way. All right, come back and join me again soon for another video. Have a good day.